EU Split Talent Show. I am your caster, color caster specifically, Data Zook. We have here Highlander Wolf. Please say hi.
Hello, everyone.
And we also have our fantastic streamer, Little Old Lady, hosting this match. So let's get on to the match. We have Unicorn X onto the left and Demonic onto the right. So let's get started. So I don't think Highland, I don't think you've ever casted for EU or at least EZL, correct?
No, I've not casted for EZL, no. So it's going to be really exciting. I'm really happy to be able to cast this match tonight. Really looking forward to some really good Blitz action.
Oh, that's always great to hear. A lot of heroes to look out for is an Adagio, a Lance, and there we go, a Lance lock already.
Definitely there's Adagio and a Lance and a Lorelei. It's going to be so much CC. And if this Adagio goes with the healing verse and the ultimate talent, then this could be a really dangerous composition coming out from the red side.
Oh yeah, but do not forget, week 1, Unicorn X. Actually, I believe they actually made it quite far into the match. I believe. No, they were eliminated in semifinals, but they did pass the first round. So we have to, of course, keep our eye on Unicorn X and see what they have gone and improve this week at all.
Yeah, definitely looking to see them improved, hoping to improve perhaps team synergy. Just make sure they're on the same page definitely is the most important thing for these teams. Making sure they're understanding who's going to go in when and going in as a team is going to be definitely one of the most important things going into these Blitz matches.
Now, some quite interesting teams here, almost similar. The Adagio and Lance has been picked up by both teams, but the difference with the Lorelei and Kestrel. Now, Lorelei has some CC, of course, very good, and her utility ability, or her utility status is actually quite high. Kestrel, of course, on the other hand, is most likely will be the damage dealer for Unicorn X. So this is a quite interesting matchup to figure out and watch.
Definitely, this could. I'm definitely looking to see perhaps it's more like a utility side, perhaps from Demonic. Definitely, you can see that Kestrel's going to be the main damage dealer. Adagio making sure to heal her up with the ultimate in the healing verse. I would be surprised not to see an ultimate talent come out from Adagio here.
And yes, and here we go on to the Halcyon Fold, the EZL Week 2 split.
So this is slightly different actually. Seeing the red talent with the gift of life here, on the red side here, rather than for Demonic, whereas Unicorn X have decided to go for the ultimate in Adagio.
Yes, of course, that healing verse is going to keep out their Kestrel alive majority of the fight. So, and there he goes.
Looking for a little bit of a fight lands. Going in, nice impale, roots onto one. Healing verse will miss. Nice root though. That barrier from the gift of life will help that lance escape though. Impale misses. Oh no, roots onto 2 there. Kestrel trying to snipe out from the back of the fight. One shot, 1 kill will hit the Adagio, but the barrier is just so strong. Glimmer Volley trying to rein in here. Rick trying to find an Impale. Impale will go on to 2, but Giffian will go and cancel that team fight out. Just trying to rein in the Glimmer Volley here on Kestrel. Kestrel doing so much work. Nice Impale root onto Adagio, and Adagio is going to be doing down. Team fight continue. Giffian wall into turret. Going to be a stun. Impale will miss onto Woe Judge. So will the 1-shot 1 kill, but the healing burst destroys the team, and the Monarch's going to be going down. There goes 2 over to the side of Unicorn.
Yes, of course, that was a very interesting team fight. That was very beautiful. Demonic wasn't actually able to do so much during that team fight, of course. The reinforced walls with the Githian wall from Judge actually able to quite help a good amount, but they weren't just able to sustain stuff enough. Broski actually having that healing verse was such a versatile talent during that fight with that Kestrel.
But the healing verse plus the Glimmer Volley. Hang on here, Crystal Sentry. Root goes on, the healing verse trying to do some damage. The stuns onto the side of Demonic. Was that a triple stun, I believe? The water will come out from the Lorelei, stun onto 2 though with the Giffian Wall. Glimmer Volley trying to rein in here. Nice impale onto 2. Root into it, trying to find the Giffian Wall here. Well, just has to be careful. That Glimmer Volley will snipe out the Lorelei. Surely has to be careful here. Adagio, couple of Glimmer Volley shots could spell the end. Nice Giffian Wall. Now has to be careful. Little bit of a dodgy impale there. Kestrel trying to find something, has to be careful of the Lancer, will go round the side of that Kestrel. Nice impale though, not going to be enough. Oh, the Lance does manage to find the Kestrel here at the end. Now the Lorelei trying to escape with her life. Rick just doing so much work here in the Lance.
Yes, of course. And I believe Rick. Oh no, he actually
Oh,
went to go to
that
the
was a
enemy.
sneaky
Wow.
roll out and is managing to evade the side of Demonic Gift.
Yeah, that was an amazing, beautiful team fight. Of course, Unicorn X was actually able to get out Koi a little bit better.
Definitely with this Kestrel, a lot more damage, and he'd be getting onto this Kestrel. They're trying to do that. It's really kind of split on the team fight. Nice Giffian Wall though. Lolliuna has to run for her life. Nice healing burst. Will heal Kestrel up though. Now she's just trying to do some damage here. Lolliuna gets stunned up again by another Giffian Wall. It will go down. Nice. Adagio ultimately will get blocked out though. Rick finds one on the backside of that on the Lorelei. Now trying to kill off the Adagio. Adagio, if he lands, he's going to win. The Crystal Sentry trying to help out here. Side of red, but it's not going to be enough. The Mono gets sniped by the Kestrel. That is a beautiful snipe from the side of the base. Congrats on Lolliuna for landing that one. And we're just trying to roll out, but can't quite get over the wall. Nice Water will protect him. Impale just doesn't quite land. Fishfoot trying to go in. Wojciech has to be so careful. He's so low. Be careful. And he's going to escape out with his life. That was a nice snipe onto that Kestrel, managing to pick up that Adagio on the backside, meaning that Lance really had nowhere to go.
Yeah, once again, I've been capitalizing onto that.
Ollie is going to get sniped out straight there. Gotta be sniping out the Lorelei there. Just has to be careful when you're 1 point away and you just get sniped out like that.
Of course, Lorelei was, I believe she was overextending a little bit too much there. Kestra with her one-shot, one-kill on that last one. Of course, it was beautiful and it was amazing. I believe majority of that actually had to go to the Lance and to the Adagio, actually. Lolliuna was actually able to do a very good amount of work, and she was actually able to get a good amount of those points. But rather, on the other hand, majority of the team fights was majority of the time from the Lance and from Adagio, able to keep sustaining them and giving them her that CC for her to actually eliminate the enemies a lot easier.
Definitely Adagio played a key role in that fight, possibly the MVP of the team, even when he got that double kill at the start of the game, and also in that last major team fight there, managing to kill up Lolliuna, making sure that she didn't go down and she would survive just long enough to do enough damage to where Lance and the Adagio could clean up the team fight.
Yes, of course. Now we are waiting to see if both sides are ready. You got one. Now you gotta see back onto Demonic. See if they are ready, and that was very quick. Now, looking back onto this next fight, majority of the time with this EU split, you will see the same team comp be picked up again if they do win the first time. And usually if you are on the losing side, such as Demonic was, is either one, you will change your team comp, like Karama's up there doing with the Churnwalker, possibly. Or two, you will go for the exact same team comp, but a change of strategy. It's not always too bad.
I definitely don't feel like they pick up that Nara. I'm glad they switched that Kestrel. Looking perhaps for that same composition, like you said, trying to without the Lorelei with that Kestrel, looking at the composition from Unicorn X, seeing how that works so well. The Lorelei, I just don't feel had enough damage on their team with the fish food, it's so hard to land when you've got a Lance and a Kestrel just running around a team fight. It's really so difficult to try land such a small CC like that.
Yes, of course, but now looks like both teams have taken up their heroes. We have Karam with the Adagio, Judge with the champion, Black Feather, a very special skin right there, a legendary one for sure. Rank with a Kestrel this time, and onto the flip side, Unicorn X actually has changed their comp, not too much, but quite a bit, with Rick coming in as a Black Feather himself.
Changing up that sort of carry from Lolliuna to Rick, looking to change up their damage dealer. Also, I like the side from Demonic changing up their composition, so it's not just a all kind of support build. If now that they've got that Kestrel, now that they've got that Black Feather, they're really looking for perhaps a really heavy dive with that Black Feather and a Kestrel to follow up and just absolutely chop someone down.
Yes, of course, but now it looks like we are going to have the talents coming up with the reinforced walls from Laliuna, a healing verse from Broski, but not Karam. Not with the healing verse, but rather with the gift of life. Very interesting pick. I'm not sure if he does not have that legendary talent.
Two Hummingbird Heart from the Black Feather there. Hang on, the Black Feather and trying to protect the Kestrel, but gonna get absolutely melted. That verse of Judgment does not a healing verse. Gonna maybe get sniped out right there by the Lance, but will avoid that impale. Warjudge running for his life, but sir, you are not gonna escape. What is Karan doing? Has to be careful. Manages to heal on out of there. Oh, that dodge is getting rooted up, but can't really find anything. Lolly just zoning out the side of the Demonic there, making sure it couldn't get any damage onto the Adagio there.
Yes, of course. Now, actually, with that team fight, it was so crucial to get them. Oh no.
Hang on, Black Feather trying to dive in. They swap sides. The healing burst will come out. Now, Black Feather getting chopped down again. That Black Feather just can't survive long enough. Kestrel just running for her life. You should be doing damage, my friend. And Adagio is surely going to fall next. Won't be an ace. Oh, it almost an ace. Just can't quite find out.
Yeah, it looks like. With that last team fight, of course, with a one-shot, one kill actually coming in, I'm pretty sure that connected with Broski. But zooming back onto that last team fight, of course, the healing verse was always a crucial thing. But, of course, the Kestrel was actually getting herself caught off guard a little too much right there. They couldn't...
That healing verse again, not the legendary talent. From the side of blue here, the healing verse does manage to land on the side of red. Kestrel's going to get popped down. Now Black Feather looking to be the second, but manages to trade with the other Black Feather taking down, will lose his life now. Now surely the Adagio is in trouble. You can't run, my friend, isn't it, Adagio? Broski, though, just going to have to be careful about route.
Yeah, of course, with the Adagio just barely coming out just alive for his team there, that just proves that they just do not care about the tank. They really want that Kestrel to be taken out. If Rank is taken out, they have no firepower and they have no damage behind there.
Black Feather is not with a team. This could be dangerous. Kestrel having to get on out of there with her traps there, with her active camo. Black Feather trying to dive in, but the Verse of Judgment will stun up the Black Feather. That's an excellent Verse of Judgment there. Kestrel going to run for her life. Adagio and Black Feather just absolutely shredded on the side from the side of Unicorn X. Definitely turning up a different game this weekend.
Yeah, especially with that Kestrel. Once again, I keep just telling you, she's 0-3 right now. It's because she just keeps getting caught off guard. She's not really doing her job as a backliner. She's doing the best that she can, but...
Definitely another team fight breaking out here. Manages to try use the Atlas Portal, but will get blocked out. Does again, Kestrel getting caught out here. Can't run. That's going to be the Black Feather going down as well. Item silence on the Adagio. Nothing you can do, my friend. you are going to be dead, and that's going to be an ace on the side of Unicorn X.
Once again, Unicorn X is dominating this match right here. Demonic is repeating their own same mistakes as from the first game right there. One shot, one kill.
One
is
shot,
actually not
one
able to
kill.
land. Not able to land, but game over.
Another game. Again, it's complete domination. This side of Unicorn X are so together on the same page. Just as soon as that Kestrel gets spotted out, that is a target, and Kestrel just cannot run. You can't run as a Kestrel. Even if you're active camos, that Lance is just going to jump straight onto you in one impale, and that's you gone.
Yeah, especially with that dodgeo from Unicorn X, that healing verse, of course. I keep capitalizing on that, and I will keep repeating that because to emphasize how important, how crucial it is to be using that healing verse for your team to keep them alive. Even though if you do not have enough heal, Fountain and Crucible will not always be there. So that healing verse and that extra cooldown will always be a helpful thing. Kestrel trying his best, but not able to be there far enough into the fight, or to even be there too close to the fight for them just to ignore the Adagio, run past by him, and actually able to execute the play.
It's not really the draft as well, with both the Adagio and the Black and the Black Feather and the Kestrel. With the Kestrel and the Black Feather, you can't really take out tanky compositions which include a Lance and Adagio. And especially with this difference on the Adagio only using the rare talent with the Gift of Fire and the barriers, and whereas the other side with Unicorn X has that healing verse and they're healing their whole team, it's such a difference in these team fights between healing one person and healing your entire team.
Yes, now I believe we should move on to our next match. Right now we have Camerata and Les Cancers coming up. Once again, they were last week's Week 1 EU finalists right there. This is a very interesting match to actually see them in the semifinals. So this means if one of these teams will win, we actually will be moving on to the finals, but it will not be Camerata and Les Cancers once again.
Definitely looking forward to this next match. You say they made it to the finals, so definitely looking for some big plays coming out from this team. Just waiting on the next match here. So, how do you think the Unicorn X play in the finals? Do you feel like they stick to what they're doing with their dodging their lands, or do you feel it change it up?
I feel like after coming in that match with Demonic right there, I feel like they actually will be coming in feeling a little bit more confident. And I believe they will stick with that same team comp because they have that confidence to back it up behind them.
Yeah, definitely it looks like they practiced with that.
Now we're actually able to get the next team coming on in, of course. Perhaps if
it really becomes null, to be honest.
Now if we get now the next match is gonna be setting up very soon.
So who we got in this match right now? Who are they going to be facing?
So we currently have Unskilled, of course, Mateo, and I believe their third member is Tenchigo, if I was not mistaken. I believe he is. But that is for Les Cancer onto the right side. Zane, God EU, and Kiss Lead Us Away is for Camerata with this team. Camerata onto the left and Les Cancer onto the right. And of course, this was last week's final, so we are I'm actually surprised. I'm ready to see a Lance be picked, of course. So,
oh, definitely. Lance, you've got to expect to be picked. With the amount of just CC and work that Lance did in the last, I think you would be absolutely silly not to pick up a Lance.
Of course. Now, I believe both teams also have said yee, 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 and yee. That basically means yee, we are ready. Now, coming into the match here, of course, I'm expecting already Zane and Unskilled already hovering over that lance.
Definitely. Definitely going to see a few insta-locking. See it. So who do you think works with the Lance? Do you think that the Lance works well with more support, or would you say with 2 carries in the other team?
Now, I believe I'm actually expecting to see. Well, Les Cancerix already has the 1 support and 2 damage dealers, of course. But with Lance and that Silver now, actually, I'm expecting to see that tripwire hook.
Definitely with the tripwire hooks, you say. So looking at perhaps, I think honestly a Silvernail could be good. If you put a Silvernail and you use the ultimate, putting down a triangle of your tripwires, and then locking at carry perhaps or that captain in that almost prison, and then having a lance dive on top, and you can't avoid that impale really, and that could be an absolutely deadly combination of CC.
Yes, of course. But now, of course, this is going to be the semifinals, so this is actually going to mean a lot between these 2 teams. Last week they did have a very good match. Now semifinals, so one of these teams will advance to the finals to fight Unicorn X.
One of these teams definitely not gonna be able to see that final round again this week, which is a bit of a shame. But definitely we can expect some big fights coming out and some big plays coming out from both of these teams.
Yes, man. It looks like
You're just waiting on the match.
Oh, are you waiting on the match still?
Yeah, I'm waiting on the match.
Oh shoot, it already started.
Oh no.
Alright, I will fill in. Now, of course, they have taken the middle sentry. Actually, let's go. Actually, that is Camerata. Actually, now as the fight breaks out into the middle, the impale coming out, the Githian wall onto the stun. Varyo's ultimate. Now the healing verse actually is coming out to protect God of EU. The silver nail silences are coming out. The tripwires. The actually, wow, Zane actually was able to take out the whole entire enemy Crystal Sentry by himself, putting up their team 6-0. But now back onto the top lane fight. Adagio actually is getting taken out a little bit right here. Adagio is taking some damage. Lance Zane is coming out from the other side to take out less cancer. The tripwire hooks comes out to stomp out. Tenshigo is coming out with the healing verse, actually able to do some quite amount of damage right there. Zane is taking massive amount of damage, almost going down. The impale actually is able to land. Zane is diving in once again, unskilled, trying to protect up his healer. Mateo also falls. Zane will fall also, putting Camerata into the 7-1 lead.
Alright, I've managed to find my way back onto the Halcyon fold. Got a little bit lost there in the queue, but I've managed to safely make my way on to the map.
Yes, of course. I feel like SCMC should nerf down that Githian wall.
Oh, Githian
right
wall, nice push the Lance into the team, but can't really find any nice triple silence with a tripwire triangle. Now Lance trying to find something, nice Githian wall separating God, but nice Varia has managed to use her movement just to get out of that fight. Now has to be careful, trying to use her lightning rods, trying to burst down the team, will use her ultimate, now has to run on the side of the blue here, now have to avoid that Githian wall just to avoid getting caught out that lands. Zozane doing so much work in this lands. These tripwires as well, the zoning out from the God EU, have to be careful. Nice stun from the Varia there, but nice Githian wall straight into the team. Varia is going to be going down, and surely the red team are starting to crumble here. Now tension go falling down, lands unskilled. Oh, tries to escape with the roll eye, but can't quite find it. And that's going to be Lance going down on the back of his side. Now looking to make it 13-1 on the side of blue here. Have to be careful.
Yeah, of course, that last team fight, God actually was actually able to do some quite amount of work into there with that healing verse, keeping both teams alive. But now, actually is able to get caught off guard.
Varia trying to make a desperate play here, trying to kill out the Adagio, who was so low, but gets caught out by the tripwire. Now has to be careful. Versus Judgment will land healing onto the red side. Now trying to finish off Adagio, but so much healing. Stun will go on to one, but Varia is getting smashed into the tripwires with a rebuke. That was absolutely brilliant from the side of blue on that silver nail here. Adagio gets item silence. That's going to be game on the side of blue. That was absolutely brilliant work.
Cameretta actually was actually able to pull off that game to 15-0 lead. Kiss lead us with the healing burst actually from both sides, but Tenchico actually has the 1-up advantage. It's actually quite surprising because Tenchico does have a level above advantage with that ultimate than Kiss lead us with that healing burst. This just proves that the talent level doesn't mean always everything. Just having a good team comp and chemistry from each other actually is able to do very much, especially from that Silver Nails tripwires. Also able to do very much amount of work.
Definitely Camerata just trying, just absolutely tore apart the side of the enemy team, just absolutely taking them apart with those tripwire triangles, and also being able to use those rebuke and the Githian walls into the silence. Did so much work. Varia, you saw, got caught out with just one, and that was Varia against the Lance. That Varia is not going anywhere.
Yeah, we haven't seen very much of Varia. I believe that was our second time seeing a Varia into this EU split. So we are actually that's a quite rare pick right there, but it doesn't prove making her way into the Blitz EU tournament be very helpful.
Definitely, Varia, nice stuns onto Adagio, but just couldn't quite find the kill, and Adagio just kept healing though, and they couldn't finish it off. And instead of fighting as a team of three, they split, trying one to take out the Lance, and two with Varia on the other side of that jungle, having to just run away from the Lance. I feel they would have been much better off just trying to stick together.
Yes, of course, but now I'm actually expecting to see that same team comp once again. Coming in for Cameretta, of course with the tripwire hooks and with the healing verse, able to do so much with the silence and makes it even much more CC to actually eliminate the enemies and heal your own during it. So this is gonna be actually a very special game.
Camerata definitely looking to finish up this series 2-0, and definitely looking to take that finals against Unicorn X. However, looking to stop them just with that, with
No, Tenchigo is actually picking up the
combo.
Adagio.
I mean, you've got to perhaps expect a healing verse come out of this Adagio, no?
Of course, but now actually, but of course, unskilled picking up that Catherine. Mateo is coming in with an Anka, and Zane onto the flip side. Zane with a lance once again. I am expecting to see this Yithian wall with the reinforced wall. This is such an amazing comp. And actually, Kiss lead us coming in with the Yates. Weapon Power Yates? Perhaps not.
This weapon power Yates, perhaps not. Again, perhaps this Captain Yates is seeing a lot more use of the weapon power, but then again, this is Blitz. Anything could happen. It's absolute madness on the Halcyon Fold as we go into our second game.
Yes, of course, but now Mateo is with an Anka right there, so I am expecting to see a lot of burst damage, but actually, she comes in with the Spellfire and Clockwork. Not seeing much of a Shadow Glass, so.
Doesn't use her legendary talent, maybe doesn't have it, uses Gifting Tempest instead, looking for that first kill on the enemy team and going wild after that. Perhaps needs a Clockwork though, which she does have, maybe even some more cooldown just with having those abilities refreshed, you're going to be so energy hungry. However, this Yates does find a nice stun onto Anchor, gets a little bit left out. Will use the close to try do some more damage here. However, Lancer trying to back off. Now Yates the next target, having to be careful. Anchor jumping in with her knives, but gets bursted down. Now the next target going to be that Adagio. The enemy Anchor here on God, going down again. Both Anchors falling on this side. A little bit too aggressive on both of the God EU and Mateo. However, getting a little bit caught out there. Kiss lead us. Getting a little bit caught out by that Catherine stun. Nice work on 10 Shinigo and Unskilled.
I'm actually quite surprised.
That Ye's ultimate coming in to separate the Anchor on the other team gets dropped down. Nice